Hello friends, this is Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? I am stopping by to just do a little kind of craft with me, but not a really tutorial or anything, because this is something you've probably seen before, but I just wanted to share the fun I'm having tonight. So welcome to my channel, and I'll show you my tools I'm using. I'm using a regular size envelope punch board. I've got a cutter over here, regular paper cutter or whatever. I've got some scissors, a glue stick, a ruler. I've got my corner rounder here. I've got a new tool that I'm just having fun with, and this is, I just got this punch. It's a Heidi Swap. It's the hole punch for the Rolodex or memory decks cards. I'm going more toward the Rolodex size. So I started looking for one of these last weekend, and I realized after a very short time that apparently maybe they're not making them anymore. This is by Heidi Swap, like I think I just said that, but I think maybe they're not making them anymore because, or right now anyway, because everywhere I went to look for one, it said that they are not available right now. So what I did, I got mine, so they are out there just in case you're looking for one and you're getting discouraged. I went on a Facebook group that I'm a member of. The one I went on, I think, was Studio 28E, and I just put on there that I was looking for one, and I couldn't find anywhere except for I found two on eBay, but they were like, one was like what was it? It was like $100 or something crazy. I was like, no, I don't think I'm going to pay $100 for that. So I put a note on there about that and what the ridiculous price I found at eBay, just kind of, as a statement really, or a post. And I really didn't expect to find one there, but lo and behold, one of my friends there on Studio 28E spoke up and said, hey, I have one that you can buy from me. So I was like, awesome. And so I did get it from my friend there, Studio 28E. And I was so surprised, but so happy. I received it in the mail last night or yesterday. And last night, as soon as I had a chance, I opened the box and started fooling around with it. So that's what I'm doing tonight. And what I'm doing is, I will show you, I'm making a mess for one thing. Some of these little hole punches are falling out of the bottom. But what I'm doing, here's some that I've made already. And this is what I want to do. I just experimented already before I turned the camera on. And I experimented before I got the punch. And since I got the punch last night, so let me show you. This is why I got the punch, because I was trying to make them without a punch, okay? So this is like, let me show you the difference. This is one, if you can see my holes, that I made without a punch. They work, but they're not so pretty as, here's the ones with the punch. Here's some with a punch. See how pretty? And I wanted them to be perfect. I think Rolodex cards are cute, and they can serve so many purposes. You can use them as pockets, tuck spots, just, little things to stick in pockets in your journals, or, you can decorate them. You can leave them plain. You can put them in your journal for someone else to, have fun with and decorate. But so I made these right here, all with my punch. With this, what I'm using is kind of cardstocky paper, either cardstock scrapbook paper, or, like this is made from a file folder. So all that kind of cardstock paper type materials. And I have this little Rolodex container here that I had got at Goodwill. And actually, I didn't know what I was going to do with it, because I hadn't really planned on, this is not a long time thing that I was looking for. I just kind of, I don't know, I just got a desire very suddenly to make some really cute ones, because I was thinking about, I get these whenever I see the ones with lines. Well, this is not the ones with lines. This one has states and zip codes on it, but I usually get the ones with lines if I see them, because I don't see them very often. So I had just a couple weeks ago picked this one up with some, it had a whole set with lines never used with the dividers and everything. So I picked this up, and I'm kind of using this as my format, but or my template. So so I'm just making some, and I'm going to put them in here as I make them. So I have that over here handy, so I can just stick those in there as I make them. So I'll show you what I'm doing. I made some, this is the one, that before punch one, and here's some more. See, before punch. Not pretty. Isn't that terrible? I couldn't get, I mean, you can do it, but they, what the problem is, I use my hole punch, and then I cut, you know, up to the hole to make the little part that goes over the track in the Rolodex holder, but it wasn't moving right. So I tried to make it bigger and move the hole punch to the side, and it just was not going well. I mean, they still fit in there, but they're just not pretty. So anyway, here's some with the punch I made. This is a file folder. This is like cardstock. See, isn't that pretty? Cardstock. And this is some gingham cardstock. Now, I was also experimenting with the size of the tab, and I made one without a tab. And right away, I didn't like the one without a tab, because I thought, well, you know, regular Rolodex cards don't have a tab, but I just love the ones with a tab so much. So here's like a short tab, here's like a regular tab, and I use like my mini envelope punch board to make this little tab. So I mean, it's all according to what you like, but I like this big tab. I like the big tab. I like this. I like rounded all the corners, and I like my new little punch that makes a little hole so pretty. So I thought I would make some more of those, but before I do, I want to see, I have a few little things to experiment. I've already cut some shapes here, and I've got, let me put all the ones back that I've already made. Here's a plain one out of just, you know, plain blue cardstock. So I'll get these out of the way. These are, I made some out of manila folder that I had, just scraps of manila folder in my scrap box. So made some. I mean, those are super cute, and they're ready to decorate, you know, or do whatever you want with them. And then, let me get them all over here in my little container. I've got paper here to play with. I've got blue cardstock, an index card, more manila folder. I've got a card here that was a card that I got in something that I ordered, and this was just a card, and I backed it with some paper so that I could write on the back. It's probably still drying. I just glued it on there. It might need a little bit more glue, actually. So, and then I've got some brown, like craft colored cardstock here I can make some out of. And I've got some playing cards. I thought that would be fun to see how they do. I've got a time card over here to cut up and make some out of, and some gingham. I kind of like, some of those are double-sided card, you know, scrapbook paper, cardstocky scrapbook paper. But also I like the white, you know, the one-sided cardstock scrapbook paper, because then it's like something that you can write on, like almost like a journaling card. So that's why I have this out here. So let's go ahead and try a playing card and see how we do with that. So because there I kind of looked around and figured out what I have that's the right size. So like here's my template that is an actual Rolodex card. You can see how it's just about, it's almost the same if you see it right here. It's the same this way, and it's a little shorter here. Let me show you on top. It's a little shorter card is, so, but we're going to still try it with this and see how it comes out. And I haven't done this before, so this is the first time I'm doing it. So what you do, the corners are already rounded. If we don't want to round the corners on here anymore, they are already rounded. But what you do is just stick it in your envelope punch board. You put the side here right in the middle of your envelope punch board so that it lines up right in the middle of the punch board. So like right, you know, not over to the side, but right in the middle of that little opening. So you just put it right in the middle there and you punch. Okay, and then what I do is move it over to 2.5. So the side where you punched, this little side right here, line it up with your 2.5 mark that's right here on top. Punch again. And you've got your tab. I find it, you know, you can use your paper cutter, that's why I have it here. But I find it easier to be able to see with your scissors and just cut straight line over to your, you know, right there over to your tab kind of. So see, that's what it looks like. And then you just use your little handy dandy hole punch for Rolodex cards, and it's got 2 lines right here where helps you center your whatever your punching holes is. So I'm just centering that in between those 2 lines. Since this was shorter than a regular Rolodex card, I'm just kind of eyeballing it and centering it, and then I'm going to punch my 2 holes. Let's see, I've got that in the way there. Let me move this over for a second. Okay, and there I have a little Rolodex card. So, and I'm going to round this corner right here, because that's the only one not rounded now. So just stick that in the envelope punch board does have a quarter rounder here. You can use that one or this one, or whichever one you want. Let's see if I can get it up in there good. I might have to use the other one if I can't get it in there. Oh, there it goes. I think that's good. Let me try this one too, because I don't know if it got all the way up in there. Because it's, you know, this is kind of a little bit blocking it. So I might be able to see, I can pick up the tab and put it over the side here and then push it up in there. And see if we can get a good corner there. Yeah, that felt like it went in good. So there you go. A little playing card Rolodex card. Super cute, right? So I'm going to add that to my little collection. And then let's try, what I wanted to do was also with this gingham. This is narrower than a Rolodex card quite a bit. And I wanted to see if I could make some mini Rolodex cards. So like this is narrower, so I'm just going to use this as the width. And then maybe cut, because the other ones are I cut a little bit longer than this to get the tab. I've been cutting, let me show you my, let's see, where's my, say we're using this one as a template because it's got the big tab on there. So let me show you this one compared with the regular Rolodex card. See, I cut it a little bit higher to get the tab. So say this one is the regular Rolodex card, if you want to know the inches, it's about 2 1/8, I would say. 2 1/8. So with the tab, it is, if you want to cut some, 2 1/2 with the tab. And that still fits in my little holder fine. It doesn't stick up too much. So let me keep those out in case I need those. And then, so here I'm going to, so I want to make these mini. I'm going to make them the same size and then do the tab with making them this size. So let me cut one here on my paper cutter. I'm just measuring it with my Rolodex, with my format Rolodex, or my template Rolodex card. And so See, I cut it right even with it. And oh gosh. Let's try that again. Let's even that out. Wow. Guess I couldn't see very well over here. That is hilarious. Okay, that's better. All right, so we've got a basic rectangle here. We're going to make a tab, so the same way I showed you before. Putting it in the middle. Now let's figure out if we wanted it. See, if I put it at 2.5, it's going to be too far over on a mini. So let's take it over to 2 1/4. I think that could be good. That could be good. Let's try 2 1/4 and just see. We're just experimenting here, so like I said, it's not really a tutorial. It's more of a craft with me, experimental time. So we'll cut this little extra off here. Okay, that's where we are so far. And then we're going to round the corners. Let me put I've got my glue stick with a lid off here. Don't want it to dry out. Then we're going to round the corners. And again, I'm going to have to use my quarter rounder here on the envelope punch board. Yep, that fit in there. Okay, now let's try this mini one in our little hole punch here, centering it between the two guidelines, pretty much. Let me see. Yeah. And I'm kind of looking at the paper too, how far it's sticking out on either side. I'm trying to see if that's even, and I think it is. So let's punch our holes to see how we do. Oh, so cute. Isn't that adorable? Okay, so here's the mini one we just made, and here's the big one. I love it. Isn't it cute? Okay, let's see how it fits over here. It fits fine, and I can maybe have a section of little ones. I mean, the holes are the same, so they're going to fit. Or maybe I can make a section of little ones and a section of regular size, but that is super cute. I love it. Wow. I'm just in love with that little mini one. Isn't that, that's so cute. Okay, so let's try the time card. So the time card is actually a little narrower than the regular. So let's cut it with, I keep losing my templates here. Let's cut it with the template, the regular size template first. Get it ready for the tab. Okay. Now this is going to be our regular size. Why am I not cutting even over there? That is so weird. Not lining something up right, because it's over here to the side, and you know, I'm on camera, so I'm probably like I'm probably not lining things up right over here, you know, because I'm kind of doing it a little weird. But I can't think that's straight. Okay. I don't think it is straight, actually. No, it is. I think it's straight. Let's see. Yeah, that's straight. Okay. So we got that one, and I'm thinking about making a mini one, too, if that's... Let's see how much smaller this is than the... You know, I might make a mini one out of the... let's try a mini one with the index card. So let's cut that real quick. I'm wondering how it would look with lines going up and down, because that would almost be... See how it would almost be the right size if I just cut it this way. I think that's what I'm going to do. Although I really would like the lines going this way. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I want the lines to go the right way, so I'm going to do it. I just don't want to waste all that paper is what I'm thinking. I really don't want to waste all that paper. How can I get around that? I don't think I can. All right, let's just go for it with the... We'll do something else with the scraps. figure out why I'm not lining this up right too. Okay. So I'm going to cut this. Sorry, this is taking a second. I'm trying to get it straight this time. And it's off camera, so I just don't want to move this over here every time in front of the camera, you know. I mean, I don't really think it's necessary. You all know how to cut, right? Okay. So I just lined it up, you know, like this. And like this, and then cut in the proper spot there. And now I'm going to cut here. So this might be the last one we do, and then y'all will have some more fun off camera if you're doing this too, but or I will. So here's the size we're starting with for the mini. And then the time card piece is right here. I'm going to make a time card one. So let's just do these, and then I'll pretty much probably have to let you go after that because I don't want to, you know, bore everybody to death. But let's go ahead and do this. Let's see, which way should we do it? Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way this time. So I line this side up with the middle of the little opening here, and then I'm going to turn it over, let's see, and line this up with a 2.5. This is so I can get my tab on the other side, and then cut my little extra piece off. Okay. And then we're going to round our corners. This one we've been having to do with the envelope punch board rounder. Let's see, that didn't really round. Let's try that again. Okay. And then we'll use our little hole puncher. Center it between the two guidelines. Make our holes. There you go. Little time card, Rolodex card. Super cute. Isn't that neat? Different, right? Okay, let's make our little index card, Rolodex card. We're going to, I can remember how I did it now. Let's see. I guess I'm going to do it this way. This looks like it should be the top. Okay, so line it up in the middle of the opening. Move it over to, let's see, now what did we say? We moved it over to 2 instead of 2.5. I think we moved it over to 2, and that was good. Right on the 2. Punch our hole. Cut off our extra. Round our corners. And punch our little Rolodex hole punches. We'll center it between the guidelines. And check and see if it looks even here. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. That was worth it. Worth making the lines go horizontal because it's super cute. I hope the lines are coming through, and it's plain on the back. Super cute. I love it. I love the mini ones. I'm going to have to make a bunch of these. And here's the gingham one, the little mini one. Aren't they cute? And then here's what the other ones look like. So these are my favorite. Well, this is not one that I punched, but this is just I'm using it for a template for the size. So, but they're I love the little mini ones, and I love the ones with the proper punched holes and everything. So that's what they look like, and I'm going to go have some more fun with this and let you go. But just wanted to share that little fun time with you, and I'm going to make a bunch and then I'll share those in another video, and just so you can see the variety, because I think that would be fun. So hope you enjoyed that little craft with me, and if you make some Rolodex cards, I would love to see them. So thank you for watching tonight, and happy crafting. Whoops, sorry. Happy crafting.